Hey guys, it's Steve. So welcome back to another weekly Grill Dome video. So today is Mother's Day. So first of all, happy Mother's Day to all the awesome moms out there. Hope you have a great day. You deserve it. So I asked my wife what she wanted me to barbecue today on behalf of our two girls, and she said brisket, of course. So today I'm going to show you how easy it is, not necessarily quick, but how easy it is to smoke a nice brisket on the Grill Dome. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have a 5.5 pound brisket flat here. You can see this brisket doesn't have too thick of a fat cap on it. What I'm going to do is trim some of this thicker hard fat off right here. I like to have a very thin layer of fat on top, so when you go to slice and serve this, your guests don't have to cut off a lot of fat. And I also like to have a little bit of a fat barrier because I cook fat cap side down on the Grill Dome. The fat just acts as a heat barrier between your fire and your nice tender meat on top. So I'm going to go ahead and get this trimmed up. Okay, so I trimmed a little bit of that hard fat off right up top here, and then all I'm going to do now is just kind of score the rest of this fat cap. And what this is going to do is it's going to let some of the rub get down and penetrate the meat. Okay, now we're just going to give our brisket a nice layer of mustard. This is going to act as the binder for our rub. We want to get both sides. Alright, now just take whatever your favorite brisket rub is, and you want to liberally coat all four sides to promote a nice thick bark. Alright, and there we go. So we're going to let this sit for about an hour while we get our Grill Dome preheated and up to temp. Alright, so for this brisket cook, we're going to be cooking with an indirect setup. So we've got the Grill Dome indirect cooking rack in the down position with one of the Grill Dome ceramic stones sitting on top of that. Now what we're going to do is install our main cooking rack. And then with briskets, what I like to do is I also like to use the Grill Dome grill extender, so we can have our brisket way up high like this, as far away as possible from the heat source. And we're going to go ahead and get this preheated to 225. Okay guys, so one of the things I wanted to show you is that the Grill Dome is so incredibly heat efficient that when you're cooking low and slow, it's actually a little tricky at times to produce a decent amount of smoke using either smoke wood chunks or chips that you've tossed directly onto your hot coals down on the bottom. So what I like to do is I just take one of these smoke tubes, you just pack them full of pellets, and you get the end of it lit here with a torch and let that flame burn for about a minute or two till you have a nice bed of coals. You blow that flame out, and then this right here will produce good smoke for 5 to 6 hours. So since we're cooking a brisket today, I've got some cherry pellets in here. And we're just going to get this lit just like this. Turn that off. And then we're just going to let this sit here and get going here. And we'll be back in a few minutes to toss our brisket on. Alright, so we've got some awesome smoke kicking up from our smoke tube here now. And our dome is up to 225. So we're going to go ahead and get our brisket on. Go. Gosh, man, that looks gorgeous. Look at that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a meat probe. You want to look for one of the thicker parts of your brisket, so we're just going to put it right in there, just like that. Alright, and we're going to be monitoring this, and I'm going to cook this thing up to about 155, and then we're going to foil it, so we'll see you then. Alright guys, it has been 4 hours, and our brisket is at 160. Check that out. Nice little bark has formed. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull this now and get it wrapped in some foil. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to pull this foil up. We're going to keep our probe in here and just let this stick out the top. Kind of fold it up like this a little bit. And then I'm just going to take some beer. I've got the Rogue Mocha Porter. Will go really well with this brisket. It doesn't take much. I'm just put a little bit in there, just like that. And then we're just going to wrap this up. I've got another piece underneath, and we're going to double foil it and get it back on the dome. Alright, and there we go. We're going to continue to monitor this. I'm shooting for an internal temp of around 202, 203 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright guys, it has been 6 hours total on this cook, and our brisket just hit an internal temp of 204. So we're going to go ahead and pull this and put it in a dry cooler and let it rest for about an hour, hour and a half. And then we'll pick back up in the kitchen to slice into this. Alright guys, so this is rested about an hour and a half, and you want to slice this against the grain. So we're going to just go ahead and slice into this. Oh my gosh. Alright. I'll show you this right here. Look at that right there. Gosh, that came out so good. Watch this, how easy that breaks apart. Super buttery. Let me go ahead and taste this. Mmm. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Let me show you one other thing I did. What you want to do is just take the liquid here from the foil, and you can use that as a finishing sauce. Just kind of drizzle that when it's ready to serve. So awesome little smoke ring here, incredibly tender. So thanks a lot for watching. Definitely check this recipe out. Let us know what you think, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and new videos every Friday. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you again soon.